Hello everyone. Today, our group six will present our topic comparison of traditional and modern lifestyle in United States. We are a group of four members and each person will talk about different aspects of this topic. I am the first speaker. My name is Trang. Before I start, please take a look at these two pictures. They show the same person but at different points in times. Now, look at them carefully and think about what change you immediately notice. Three, two, one. If your answer is fashion and beauty, then you are absolutely right. But that's only the surface of this issue. If you look deeper, the change actually reflect a bigger shift in lifestyle. In modern society, people's lifestyle have changed significantly over time. In the past, people tend to focus more on social norm, stability, fitting in with others, whereas today, individuality, freedom, self-expression have become much more important. This shift in values can be clearly seen in fashion and beauty, which is what I am going to talk about in this presentation. Now, first, let's look at the fashion, not just as clothing, but as a reflection of how people live. In the past, fashion was strongly influenced by American classic aesthetics, Western heritage. These styles were more formal, structured, and predictable. People dressed in a way that shows stability and social order. However, today, fashion looks completely different. Instead of following fixed style, people mix streetwear, athleisure, and casual minimalism. The focus is no longer on looking perfect, but on feeling comfortable and expressing individuality. These changes become clearer when we look at the purpose of clothing. In the past, people dressed to fit in, to follow social expectations. But today, people dress to stand out. Fashion become a way to show personality, mood, and lifestyle. It's less about rules and more about choice. We can also see this shift in materials. Traditional clothing use strong, long-lasting fabrics like denim, goat, cotton, and leather. In contrast, modern fashion uses lighter, more flexible, and eco-friendly materials that support a more dynamic lifestyle. Finally, if we look at everyday outfits, the difference becomes even more visible. In the past, people often wore flannel shirt, structural jeans, and blazer. Today, hoodie, sneaker, t-shirt, and leggings are more popular, reflecting a more relaxed and fast-paced way of life. So, overall, fashion reflects a shift from conformity to stability to individuality and freedom. Now, let's move on to beauty, which also clearly reflects change in lifestyle. In the past, beauty standards were quite standardized. There was a common idea of a perfect look, often associated with certain skin tones, facial features. Because of this, beauty was often seen as something to correct. People tried to fit flaws and match a special ideal. However, today, beauty standards have become much more diverse and inclusive. Instead of following one fixed image, people now embrace different skin tones, body shape, and natural features. Beauty is no longer about fitting into a standard, but about expressing individuality. This shift can also be seen in skincare. Traditionally, routine were simple and focused on covering imperfections. In contrast, modern beauty focuses more on long-term skin health, skin barrier protection, and the idea of skin minimalism. Using fewer but more effective products, beauty becomes a form of self-care. Makeup trends have also changed significantly. In the past, people was heavy with full coverage and strong contouring, creating a vibrant and dramatic look. But today, makeup is more natural and effortless, focusing on enhancing natural features rather than hiding them. So Overall, beauty has a form, coloration, and perfection to perception, confidence, and self-expression. And thus concludes my part of presentation. Thank you very much for your attention. Now, I'd like to invite to the next speaker. Goodbye.
Good morning, everyone. Today, I would like to talk about the change in the American lifestyle, especially in family and relationships. Over the past few decades, the lifestyle in the United States has changed a lot. People today focus more on personal freedom, independence, equality, and individual happiness compared to the traditional lifestyle in the past. First, let's talk about the family aspect. We have four aspects of the family, such as family structure, gender roles, family size and bonding, and parenting styles. In the 1950s, the traditional American family was usually a nuclear family including a father, a mother, and children. The family, the father worked to earn money, while the mother stayed at home to take care of the family. However, today, families are much more diverse. There are single-parent families, same-sex families, blended families, and even couples who choose not to have children. In addition, fewer people get married and more people prefer living alone. Gender roles have also changed significantly. In the past, men worked outside the home and women were responsible for housework and childcare. Nowadays, men and women both work and share household responsibilities. Women are also more financially independent than before. Another difference is family size and bonding. Traditional families were usually larger and family members often lived close to each other. Today, families are smaller and have fewer children. Young people often move far away for educational and careers, so family connection may become weaker. Parenting Parenting styles are also different. In the past, people focused mainly on discipline and responsibility. Modern parents, however, pay more attention to their children's feelings, opinion, and personal development. Now, let's move to relationships. Traditional dating was serious and mainly for marriage. People often got married at a young age, usually before age of 25. Today, people date later and marry later, often after the age of 28 or 30. Online date has become more common. Cohabitation is another major change. In the past, living together before marriage were considered unacceptable. Nowadays, many couples live together before marriage and society generally accept it. Divorce and remarriage have also become more common. In traditional society, divorce was rare and often criticized. Today, people are more accepting of divorce, remarriage, and planned family. In conclusion, the modern American lifestyle values freedoms, equality, and diversity more than in the past. Although modern families may not always be as close geographically, people today place greater importance in harmony, understanding, and the happiness of each other. It member family. Thank you for listening.
Hello everyone, my name is Vương Châm. So today I'm going to present the shift traditional and modern lifestyle in the United States. We will look at two main aspects. education, and work. As you will see, everything has changed from strict discipline and stability a new era of creativity and flexibility. Now, let's go to our first topic, education. American education had evolved toward learning mentor, teaching mentor, and technology. First, learner mentor. In the past, students relied heavily on rote memorization. They had to learn facts by heart to exam and get high grades. But now, modern students focus on analyzing and solving problems. They are encouraged to be creative, voice their opinions, and ask questions about the lesson. Previously, students were passive. They just sat silent, listened to the teacher, and forward textbooks. However, nowadays courses are built on group discussion, project. This increase the interaction between student and teacher. In the old days, students use blackboard, words by hand, and studies for information in paper document. But today, in digital age, we use platforms like Google Meet and Google Classroom, laptop, and smartboards have replaced the old blackboard. We even use AI tools and digital research to study. Moving on to the next aspect, work. The American work culture has shifted from living to work to prioritizing balance. As you may know, traditionally long-term stability was everything. People work from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. office jobs with strict rules. Jobs like teacher and doctors provide a state salary, labor insurance, and a pension for retirement. But now with remote work, you can work from home and anywhere you want. You just communicate through virtual meetings like Zoom and a meeting. So what about the mindset? In the past, the hostile culture forced people to work long hours and sacrifice their personal life for the American dream. But today, people focus on work-life balance, especially the youth. They now tend to switch jobs frequently to find a better environment and protect their mental health. Finally, in the traditional office, you had to fill job posts and coach directly under constant supervision. During manual state, now we use AI, Gemini, ChatGPT, and current computer to handle the work more effectively. Conclusion: the United States has changed to become more flexible and modern, while the traditional lifestyle focused on discipline and stability. The modern style encourages creativity and balance. Both the all marriage and combining them will create a better future. And that is the end of my presentation. Thank you for listening.
Hi, my name is Nguyễn. Today I would like to discuss about the difference between traditional and modern lifestyle in the United States. American has changed dramatically over the years, especially in the way people live, communicate, and interact with one another. While some traditional values remain critical in their life, modern life has given them many new habits and changed their way of thinking. In my past, I will focus on two main topics: social impacts and technology. First, let's look at social impacts. In the traditional American society, family and communities are considered vital in people's life. Families are more tie-bound in activities such as eating meals and celebrating holidays together or supporting one another. It was also common for Americans to know their neighbor well. Communities were usually close and human interaction was an important part of daily life. Uh, in the other hand, modern American societies is much more fast-paced and individualistic. People often focus on their own personal growth, career, and self-development. While it can be positive, it can also lead to less time for many families and friends. Many people today use text messages or social media instead of meeting people in their life. Therefore, relationships have changed for good. People can connect with others easily across long distances, but local community bonds are not as strong as they once was. The second measure is about technologies. In the past, Americans relied on simple tools and traditional communicating from landline telephones, letters, newspapers, and television were the main way for people to stay informed and connected. Daily tasks often take more time and effort. Today, technology is a central part of modern life in America. Smartphones, computers, and the internet allow people to work, study, shop, and communicate instantly. Information is available within seconds, and people can connect with others anywhere in the world. Technology has made life more convenient and efficient. For example, online learning, remote works, and digital banking have become common. However, it also brings challenges such as screen addiction, private concourse, and radio face-to-face interactions. In conclusion, both traditional and modern lifestyle in America have their own advantages and disadvantages. Traditional life defined family ties and community relationships, while modern life give independence, convenience, and technology advancement. Although society is still uh, evolving, finding a balance between traditional value and modern innovation is essential. By combining the strength of both lifestyles, people can enjoy the benefits of process while still maintaining human connections. Thank you for listening.